What's up, lords and ladies? Welcome back to another video on this channel. So in today's video, I decided to put together a video on how to tame a crazy bearded dragon. Now, I've been owning bearded dragons for quite some time now, and this is a question that I get a lot. Now, what I decided to do this coming year is actually get you guys more involved on this channel. So what I'm gonna be doing is at least once a week or from time to time, I'm gonna go into my Instagram, into my DMs and answer a question and basically make a video based off of that topic. So if you haven't already, be sure to follow me at _LordElion, and there I basically post videos about, my reptiles, kind of what I do throughout the whole entire day, as well as if you guys message me on Instagram, I try to get to all of the messages, but lately I've been getting a ton of messages and they're kind of all of the same topic, relating the same things. So I decided to make videos regarding those topics. Now, I don't just do bearded dragon videos, even though lately I've been just focusing on my bearded dragons. I do have other reptiles like ball pythons, carpet pythons, green tree pythons that I am going to be making videos about this whole entire coming year. But for now, I'm gonna be focusing on bearded dragons because that's the questions that I've been getting a lot of. But if you guys wanna see different videos, let me know on Instagram or maybe in the comment section down below your questions, and I'm basically gonna try to answer them in video form. So with that being said, let's get started and let's read this question. So this question comes from Jess H117. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right, but I'm just reading it how it's basically is on the message. I just purchased my son a bearded dragon for Christmas. I have everything set up in a 40-gallon tank. The dragon does not like to be held and runs very quickly throughout the enclosure. Every dragon that we have ever seen before sits calmly and will let you pick them up. This one just runs everywhere, and if we try to hold her, she will try to escape our hands. We only had her for 4 days. I'm not sure if this is normal or not. Do you have any suggestions? Okay, so honestly, that is a great question. And now I get this question a lot, believe it or not, on how to tame your bearded dragons. So I am gonna go into the video and basically show you guys what I do to tame my bearded dragon. So let's go. Someone is crazy. Jeez, okay, I guess this is gonna be perfect because we're gonna tame you today, Wilbert. Yeah, today we're taming the beast. Whoa, hey, what do you want? Okay, I guess he does not want to be touched. Okay, so when it comes to bearded dragons, believe it or not, majority of them are pretty well tamed. Sometimes you do have the oddball of like Wilbert here that wants to show signs of dominance and obviously wants to act a little bit crazy. Now that doesn't mean that he's aggressive in any way, but if you are handling them maybe around kids or you're not really used to your reptile acting like this, I can see where it could be a problem. So the very first thing that I would suggest for any person who wants to tame your bearded dragon is, of course, to make sure that your bearded dragon is healthy. Make sure that you have the proper lights, the proper enclosures. So if you are going to be sending me messages on Instagram, make sure that you send me pictures as well, because sometimes it might just have to be, the enclosure setup that's a little bit slightly off, and you do a little tiny change, like maybe add more heat, and your bearded dragon tends to behave a certain different type of way. So regardless of whatever question you guys have for me, make sure that you send me pictures of the enclosure too. But right now, for a bearded dragon to be tamed, what I like to do every single time is actually interact with him. So right now, as you can see, his beard is getting black, so that means he's a little bit stressed out of the fact that I'm kind of having my hand in here, but he does not look frustrating where he's running around. So I do like from time to time go inside of his enclosure and basically just pet him, kind of not really annoy him, but show him that I'm not a threat. And before, I couldn't even touch with like that, basically. He's like, yo, man, don't touch me. Don't touch me now. But this is what I mean. Like, some of you guys may not have to ever experience this, but Wilbur here sometimes just not like being touched at all. Like, even if I try to touch his tail, like he's like, dude, do not touch my tail, man. Yeah, don't touch my tail. But he's not biting me, he's not attacking me, and he does feel safe because he's inside of his enclosure. So I would go in there just maybe every so often if I'm at home, and I'll just basically pet him, even though he might not like it as much. Interacting with your bearded dragon is very important. So the next thing that I would suggest you guys to try to do is to basically handle them outside of their enclosure. Now Wilbur is still a little bit like, dude, do not handle me, man. I told you, do not handle me. But as they get older, you basically want to be able to have them on your shoulder. Now, majority of the times, they will allow you to basically place them on your shoulder, but I would suggest you to basically sit near a bed just in case he decides to jump off. But what I like to do with Wilbur is basically walk around the house as I'm doing other things inside of my room. So if I'm editing a video, I might have Wilbur or one of my bearded dragons on my shoulder, and this is a great way for me to basically bond with them, as well as show that, hey dude, like it's okay to be outside of your enclosure. Oh my god, okay dude, okay, all right. But sometimes, as you can see, they have a mind of their own. Dude, oh my god. Now, another thing that you could do is try to handle them outside of their enclosure. Now, I did mention that putting them on your shoulder, but maybe you need to do the baby step and basically get them used to just being outside of their enclosure. And right now, Wilbur, he's pretty calm, but he's like looking around. And as you can see, he does not like being touched on his head or anywhere. So if I do touch him on his head, he's gonna just act crazy and not want to be touched. So if you handle them like by the back of the tail, they tend to calm down a bit. If you see them running around, obviously like try to put them down so they don't get hurt. But as you can see right now, Wilbur, he's like, okay, now he's acting crazy. Now he's like, okay, let me go. Okay, chill, dude. But handling them like this is not gonna break their tail, because their tail does not fall off, but you don't want to hurt them as well. So don't hold them too hard, but at the same time, like if you think about it, I'm holding it with like one hand. So if you could get that second hand in there to kind of hold the base of the tail. So this is what I meant. Like you're basically holding the body and you're holding the base of the tail and kind of just letting this little leg kind of hang. What is this? Wilbur, what in the world? What am I doing, man? But obviously this takes a lot of work, and he might be like trying to run around and stuff, but like if you hold them like this, chances are they're just gonna stay in this position because they feel a little bit secure. But the last thing you want to do is hold them like this. This kind of just makes them feel confined and they don't like it. Wilbur right now is tolerating it, but some crazy bearded dragons would just try to like squirm away and try to escape. So don't hold them like this. Hold them sort of like in this position. Let them basically wander if they need to wander, but you're gonna be constantly trying to work with them, trying to handle them. So you can see Wilbur now is like on the go. He's like, dude, just put me down already. Now, another technique that I like to use when it comes to training a bearded dragon, whether the bearded dragon, you got it from the pet shop, or, it hasn't been tamed, or it might be sick. I like to basically include a bath into the training or into the taming technique. So some bearded dragons, they love the bath. Wilbur here, he's iffy. Sometimes he likes it, sometimes he doesn't. Now, what I like to do with Wilbur is actually handle him inside of the bath. Now, this is not gonna be easy. Majority of the times they're gonna act crazy, like he doesn't wanna take a bath. Oh my goodness. But, so basically what I like to do is get him in a calm state, and if he's acting a little bit crazy, have him basically run onto my arm like that. So this is obviously like gonna cause a mess, as well as it's a lot of work to get a bearded dragon to basically get used to that, but what you're basically trying to teach him is that it's okay to be inside of the water, and if you basically need help, I am here. Now, it's not deep water, but for some reason bearded dragons panic sometimes, and it is warm, so I don't know why he is panicking. Right now he's kind of like, okay, dude, I want to get out. I want to get out. So now he uses my hand, and he kind of just like, okay, he just uses my hand. So at the same time, you don't want to overdo this where he becomes stressed. As you can see, he's not stressed out whatsoever. His beard is actually like chill. But, you know, he's kind of put in that position where he's like, okay, I need this human hand. Otherwise, I'm going for a swim and I don't want to swim right now. So he kind of just like flops on my hand now. He's like, okay, if I don't want to be in the water, I got to go on this hand. But if you notice, if your bearded dragon doesn't like being in the water, having your hand in the water and having him on your hand while you're giving him a bath kind of gives you that bonding feel to it. And you could go in there, actually give him some water. Here you go. And it's a great way to bond with him because not only are you giving him water where he might feel a little bit dehydrated, he's basically sitting on your hand, and that's kind of what you want. You kind of want him to be chill. And it's gonna be a long process. It's gonna take a couple of tries, a couple of days, but eventually you'll get it. Like Wilbur, before he didn't even like being touched. Like he would bite me, he would go crazy. Like this is him normal. Imagine that. Well guys, that is it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully it's helped some of you guys out there who might be struggling on trying to tame your bearded dragon. But I'm definitely gonna be doing a part 2, as I find that there's much more training and tricks that you could do to try to tame your bearded dragon. But this is the first thing that kind of popped in my head, and I really wanted to help some of you guys who might need a little bit of help. But patience is key to everything. If you are looking to, you know, make a lot of money this year, you need to be patient, man. If you're looking to build a, you know, a following, you need to be patient, man. If you're looking to grow grass, okay, I don't I don't know what I'm trying to do, but patience is key to just about anything that you do. And when it comes to training a bearded dragon, time is basically everything. But with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, be sure to subscribe, hit that post notification bell button if you haven't already pressed it. I'm Lord of Lion, keep the blood pumping, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.
You gotta hit that notification, hit that notification, hit that notification button, baby. You gotta hit that notification, hit that notification, hit